Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling is right. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. New lights, new chair, same schmuck. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Also, for the occasion, I'm only posting the top 5 Raw and SmackDown women, as well as the top 5 NXT women. Don't get excited, this is a one-time deal. Now, if you think Evolution seems a bit, well, underwhelming for the first ever all-women's pay-per-view event, well, I dare say you're right. But still, to see all these ladies showing us what the 21st century divas are capable of, including every women's title on the line and the first ever last woman standing match, that may seem underwhelming on paper. But as we all know, pro wrestling isn't played on paper. It's played on basic cable and the WWE network. Here are my official, unofficial, official predictions for WWE Evolution. Now let's start with the Battle Royal, with the winner getting a women's title shot in the future. That sounds a lot like the WrestleMania Battle Royal about 7 months ago, only the winner this time gets a title shot instead of just a trophy. Okay, so any of the legends and Hall of Famers on the card won't win. Good to see them back. One of them might make the Final Four, but they won't win. Iconics won't win. Teams never do. Neither were Rose or DeVille, even if they're not Absolution anymore. They a team to me. A couple of faves like Tamina and Nia Jax, even an outside favorite like Ember Moon. I'd like to see that, but I think this will go to Asuka just to shut Becky Lynch up. The Empress of Tomorrow gets the win. Riot Squad versus Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya. Kinda shocked Banks and Bayley haven't turned on each other yet. And with the Queen of Hearts between them, it's probably not going to happen this time. But even though they have friendship by their sides, Riot, Morgan, and Logan have something more. A shared appetite for destruction and chaos. And no amount of hugs, bossiness, or cat ears can stop that. I'm picking the Riot Squad. Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Nothing says I'm insecure as all hell quite like the constantly interrupting and attacking of your opponents. And Bliss and James have it in spades, and hearts, and clubs, and diamonds. And why not? I mean, they know they can't win without cheating. And Trish and Lita know all about that. The former champ and her sidekick don't think they can beat the Hall of Famers straight up, and they're right. Prepare for some extreme stratisfaction. Stratus and Lita win. Finals of the 2018 Mae Young Classic. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm. Well, at least this tournament won't end with a guaranteed American winning. I kind of hoped Caitlyn would have gone further, but hey. Confession time, I did not watch the tournament, so I have to go with the brackets. Io will be the third Japanese competitor Storm has to fight in this tourney, and the 2 matches she had with other Japanese were her hardest. Io defeated a Brit, a Mexican, an American, and a different Aussie to get this far, and had a slightly better time with it. And I think with the Iconics, we're good with loudmouth Aussies, thank you. I'm picking Io Shirai. Give Kairi Sane some company in NXT. Oh, and speaking of which, NXT Women's Championship rematch. Kairi Sane defends against former champ Shayna Baszler. Sorry. I'll say this, I may not watch NXT very often, but I do like Sane's style. The last pirate gimmick we had was Paul Burchill, but it was too Jack Sparrow to last. But here's an important stat. Victories by Baszler over Sane are few and way far between. For the most part, those victories have been in tag matches and away from the cameras. And Sane beat Baszler in the finals of last year's Mae Young Classic. Sane seems to have Baszler's number. Why would I think the Pirate Princess, that has nothing to do with the Disney Junior show, why would I think she would lose? Kairi Sane for the win, mateys. NXT UK title match. Now, as of recording, this is not a confirmed match. WWE.com doesn't have it. Might be a surprise match for the kickoff show. Who knows? If it does happen, rumor has it it's going to be Rhea Ripley defending against Isla Dawn. An Aussie and a Scot for the title, huh? Isla tried to snag the title 2 weeks ago on an NXT UK taping, but failed. If this match happens again, it'll be a repeat. Ripley, believe it or not, will win. Sorry, couldn't resist. Raw Women's Championship, Rowdy Ronda Rousey against Nikki Bella. Unless Nat's in her corner, it's going to be tough for the Rowdy one. After all, the Bellas have the power of twin magic, provided they wear the same outfits. And don't think they won't try that. Now, look, I kind of agree with the Bellas practically saying that Rousey was handed the title, but one cannot argue that Rousey has been undefeated since arriving at Royal Rumble. Sure, she only had 9 matches, and almost half of them were tag matches, but still, she's still undefeated. And Nikki has only been in 5 matches since her and Bree's return in September, and all but 1 were tag matches. Now, I think Ronda will win, but again, I think I see it as a disqualification. Bree is not going to let her sister's arm get bent 90 degrees the wrong way. Finally, the first ever last woman standing match for the SmackDown Women's title. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. So it's come to this, huh? One of the very few matches that we haven't seen women take part in yet. Now the feud ends when one woman can't answer a 10 count. Now, look, Charlotte is the daughter to, without a doubt, the dirtiest player in the book, but the last Texas death match Ric Flair was in was back in 2000 during the last throes of WCW. Sure, he won, but I doubt he remembers it well enough to give Charlotte any pointers. Becky Lynch, she was born for this kind of match. They don't call her a last kicker for shiggles. She was in a steel cage match, a tables match, 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. Sure, she didn't win any of them, but she did beat the holy hell out of anyone in her way. Charlotte may be tough, but it'll take more than Flair to take Lynch down. I'm sorry, Charlotte, but Lynch is going to put you down for the count. Those are my picks. Don't be a girl about it if you don't like them. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. See ya.